Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7 o'clock Thursday night, coming to you live from Bakersfield, California, inside the basement of the Blue Zone Studios, where we showcase up-and-coming DJs, get the inside of where they began and how it all started, taking you in-depth with all the DJs you know and love. We call this the Blue Zone Show, each and every Thursday night at 7 p.m., right here on Twitch. And here's your host, the one and only DJ EVP.
Oh yeah, what up everybody? Welcome to episode 78 of the Blue Zone Show. Going down right here in Baco. That's right, Baco, Cali, Bakersfield. That's right. Hope everybody's having a good week. Short one, man. Tomorrow's Friday. We had a holiday on Monday, so I wonder if anybody of you guys are still hungover. We got a good one tonight, man. We got Nautic Blanco in the house. So we're going to chop it up with him in a bit. So remember, man, later on, we'll be taking some calls. So if you got any questions, get ready, guys. So, Nautic Blanco. Can I hear you? You can hear yourself there? Is that one? I wonder what triggered it off. One, two. Yo.
Come real, make you real for the squeal. You got to chill. Like EVP, get deep. When you smoking, drinking on some Tennessee, it's feeling me like a nitrous. A past strike, it's like a match. I'm gonna pass out your ass. Take a chance if you don't last. Pass the class, high on hands. On a mission about the cash. Get past like a professional and get close. And I bust flows like a PA snub nose. Embedded in your brain. The game is old, cold, erect and bold, but you can't fold, but you can't fall. Smash in.
Yeah.
All right, Nautic Blanco.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
All right, brother.
Man? Thanks for having me in, man.
So how's it going, brother?
Pretty good, man. You know what I mean? Trying to, just pretty much, be possible and fuck, just pretty much see ahead of life and don't limit myself on what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? Out here in the streets of Bakersfield.
So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and about who's with you here tonight?
I got my boy. He's a good friend of mine. We running this label right now. It's called South Narcotics. We're about to come out with a clothing brand. We got a couple of tracks. He's a cool cat I met. Been making music. We clicked on, and it goes up from there. You know what I mean? It's just something new. He on that psycho rim mentality, which is dope. And let him know what's up, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, let him know your name, bro.
Oh yeah. What's up? Yeah, this is Magic Man Explicit up here with Nautic and shit. Oh man, can I say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Yeah, no, yeah, just
No, yeah, you're good, man. You're internet. You can cuss, no problem. Even though we got a
Nah,
a
he's
little
cool.
a little
He's cool.
a youngster up
That's
in the house,
that's
little
my
boy.
Son. Say what's up, son. There it goes.
Yeah, he's there enjoying. He's chilling. He's like, what's going on up in this joint?
But yeah, man, we're just working on some new music, man, and just I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you know what I mean. As a human being, man, like you can't really let yourself go, man. If it's music that you really like doing, you just gotta continue doing it by any means. Certain doors are gonna be closed, but man, you just gotta search that shit, bro. And sometimes you just gotta pray to God, like, yo, like, is this real me? And if it's gonna be a real me, and you want to take place, let it keep on taking place. If not, shake me off that dust, and send me to a different lane.
yeah.
Yep.
But shit, thanks for having me, man. It's a blessing, bro. It's dope.
Yeah. So, how did you get started? When did you know that what I want to rap?
Okay. It all started when I was young, man. I was born in Compton. I was raised out there, and then I was raised close to Inland Empire in San Bernardino. I lived in a couple other places. I lived in Arizona, and just being around the Compton neighborhood and Inland Empire, just San Bernardino and all that, being around all that, you have to blend in. You know what I mean? You have to blend in. It's a whole different atmosphere. So when I got introduced into the rap game, it was with through a couple of cats that were already doing their music. They were already making their moves. As a Massive Family, Cali Babies and stuff. They were already making their moves. At the time, whenever I started learning how to make this music, I was, like everybody, before you start making anything, you start blending yourself into all the elements of hip hop, which is breakdancing, graffiti. I used to do graffiti on trains. I used to breakdance. I used to be in a crew called Unique Breakers. You know what I mean? After that, just kind of started growing up, man. And I was like, man, I like performing. I like being the center of stage, and it's not really like to cause attention. It's just pretty much like me being myself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My mom was always like, man, you got a problem, son, because she used to have to switch me to different schools. But what really was going on is that, you know what I mean? She realized, you know what, there's a lot of kids that are sick. At least my son wants to be up and about. I'm going to let it be. And I got introduced to the rap game. I liked it. I embraced it. For a while, for the first couple of years, I had a little bit of politicking. Cats were tripping on me because all I mainly kicked it with is my ninjas, because I don't say the N-word. I call it ninjas, and I just keep it real. And it blended in after a while. I just started making good music. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not gonna be black, bro, making good Mexican music with a mariachi. You dig? You're gonna if you wanna make rap music, you gotta blend in with them ninjas. You know what I mean? And just be with the shit, bro, and just go with the vibe, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because this society has tried to tell us how to label ourselves, but when it comes down to it, we're all Americans, bro. You know what I mean? So you have to teach a lot of these people, man. Doesn't matter whatever happens. If your dad wasn't there, my dad's still locked up. If your dad wasn't there or anything like that, you just can't really give yourself excuses. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want to go get it, go get it. Go get it, you dig? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to go get it, you want to go get it, and that's it. And that's just the way it goes, bro. You know what I mean? I've been shot. I've been stabbed. A lot of people go through different things, you know? And when I started doing little shows here and there, yeah, I used to be there. I used to hear people like, hey, shut the hell up. But I would stay on stage, bro, and knock the booze off, like, whatever, bro. I'm just going to do my thing, and it is what it is. And after that, I'll have the same cats that were booing me like, damn, bro, you did your shit, bro. We're just trying to fuck with you, see if you fucked up on stage.
Oh,
You know what I
shit.
mean? Yeah.
Trying to test you.
Yeah,
Wow.
but other than that, man, I'm just really happy, bro, that you opened up the doors, and it's dope, man. It's dope. I've heard a lot of artists. I've heard good things about this show, and man,
Mm-hmm.
bro, it's dope, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for taking the time to come come through, you know,
Oh
because
man,
it definitely, you know, is something that it wouldn't be possible without all you guys, and you know, coming through and making the show what it is, you know,
that's what's up.
from day one to today, episode 78.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
dope.
saying? And it's much appreciated because you're taking time away from your personal life
Yeah.
to come through here, and of course, you know what? It's a platform, and
Yeah,
that's
what
what
you're
you got
I
to
was gonna
take
say I was
advantage.
gonna say what you're doing is dope though. Like you're helping out these cats, do the damn thing, whatever. Anybody that's sticking to this rap shit to be able to take a little hand and be able to push themselves by networking. You know what I mean? There's like a little push up level. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
and I just think like whenever you do music, whatever you do, either you dance, whatever. If you keep it humble, bro. If you're humble, like real humble, but don't let nobody break your backbone, then real recognize real. You know what I mean? Not everybody's gonna like your shit, bro. But
Oh,
with enough people in this world, bro, there's a lot of us in this world, man.
oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
So it's like with that
yep.
enough people said, you can make a nice living off of that. You know what I mean? There's no reason for people right now to be cutthroat. The more the merrier. That's just the way I say.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? And I'm that guy, bro, that walks into the gas station and sees the old man or the old lady like they're having a shitty day. Like, how's it going? You know what I mean? That's good. You working. You doing your thing. You know what I mean? The thought's what it counts. You know what I mean? So I've learned that in life after being through so much stuff. A couple of years I was in a plane crash, just different things, and God still has me here, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a newborn. Everything's real good. You know what I mean? I got a lady. I got things going on in my life, and people be like, "How the fuck you make enough time to make music, Bubba, and still be able to work on the side or do what you got to do?" And I'm like, "Well, you gotta." You gotta be really about your shit. You know what I mean? Like I like working, handling responsibilities and all that, but music's like my golfing. You dig? Like when a man that makes money has a company, he's gonna go golfing once in a while. See, you know what I mean?
Oh
That's
yeah,
his thing.
absolutely.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? I just think this rap game it's a blood sport, and you just gotta be with it and be creative. You know, a lot of this music now is just being thrown out there, and there's a lot of good artists. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good artists, but where I'm from, bro, I've had people ask me, hey, cuz, like, why you say ninja? And my perspective is like this. I'm not gonna say the N word because where I'm from, I was raised with some real motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And if you ask them on my ninjas, they don't really like that shit because it was never part of the rap game. You know what I mean? But it's just something new. So like to me, I like making this music. So for me not to step on no boundaries and make people feel a certain way, like all this, I just rather just keep it 100. I've had people try to tell me you should not say that on a track, bro. You shouldn't say my ninja. And I'm like, well, why not? I mean, that's what makes me. I'm trying to depart myself from a circle. You dig?
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
My bad if I'm talking too much.
No. Hey, bro, that's I'd rather have you talk a lot, bro, because then I'm gonna be like, oh, what? Oh man, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Then
it's cool.
you're gonna put the pressure on
Bro,
me,
it's good.
but it's all good, bro. No, that's good.
It's good, man.
That's
It's
good.
just-
You know what I'm saying? Like, what motivates you?
What motivates me, man? It's to be real with you, a lot of people will be saying like, oh, what motivates me and my family, that's mandatory. If you care about anybody, that's mandatory, bro. You gotta take care of responsibilities. But what motivates me, man, is me becoming a better man for my kids. And for the lady I'm with.
That's right.
And for the group I involve myself around with, bro. Because in life, I always used to hear my moms be like, yo, you know, you hang around with dogs, you're gonna catch fleas. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, you end up catching fleas. So it comes to that point, bro, in your life where you gotta be like, okay, am I still gonna do this? Or like, if I'm gonna do this, am I gonna handle it the right way? Because I got little ones. You know, and I don't want them to be like, Daddy, what are we gonna eat? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're gonna need some Roman.
But you know what
noodles,
I
man.
mean? Like, as a human being, I'm not limiting myself on what I'm capable of. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
No, you should.
There's no age, there's no nothing for this rap game. You got the love, real recognize real. You know what I mean? So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to gather up a cool little mixtape put together. Trying to holler out a couple of cats from Bakersfield. So look, bro, I'm rock bottom right now, but I'm a humble cat. You'll get free publicity, whatever. Money-wise, I can't really fuck with you, but if you're really trying to handle something and jump on a mixtape, which I'll be able to promote it wherever I'm at, like doing little shows, because I'm also fucking with this Baca Productions and stuff like that. And what he does, he throws a lot of shows. He throws a lot of shows everywhere, and he just been hitting me up to do shows here and there. Just really trying to be open-minded, man. Really be open-minded, and there's a lot of cats rapping. And what I would tell a lot of these rap cats is that if you're gonna make this rap music, Bubba, keep it 100 and be humble. Be humble. You know what I mean? Just keep it 100. Make sure your raps have a backbone. You know what I mean? Because once you get shit popping, there's real people living that life out there. You know what I mean? And that's why I keep it all legit and all respectful. You know what I mean? Like I was telling you, I make music mostly with a lot of my ninjas, just the black dudes. You know what I mean? But I like that shit. I like that shit. That's how I like getting turned up and like, oh, hey, yeah. I like feeling the vibe.
Of course.
I like feeling the real vibe, and I like to be able to let my homies know, my ninjas, that like it doesn't matter whatever people want to say. They want to classify as different color. You're this, you're that. No, we're all in one. And the more the merrier. You dig? Because we can learn off each other. You dig? You can't really limit yourself.
Absolutely. Oh
But
yeah, you're right.
But other than that, just pretty much just being real happy to be here, man. That's fucking dope. You know what I mean? You hit me up and I was like, yo, hell yeah, Gucci, we could do that.
So you know what? I say we listen to something off of this. What do you want? What do you want me to? Is there a specific file right here?
Yeah, it's the microphone addict at 7.
All right, so that's the jam right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so if you guys want to introduce this song that we're gonna hear, go right ahead.
Yeah. I want Mr. Magic. This is Nautic, and that's called Microphone Fanatic. Listen to some new shit. You know what I mean? Just some good music. And God bless.
All right, everybody. Listen up. Let's go.
See, mama talking to me, tryna tell me how to live, but all I ever wanted to do is rock the microphone since a kid. But then dope fast rhymes from the lid, you dig? I'm sorry, mama, but this is the way I wanna live. I'm hoping that one day you can forgive all the trouble making that I did. I rock the microphone and see can no one fuck with this. If I rock the microphone, best believe I'm killing it. When I rock the microphone, bet these haters feeling it. I must rock the microphone, there's no way of quitting it. I'm full of bad habits, lyrical junkie, microphone addict, microphone addict.
Come on, man. Just let me in the booth. Come on, man.
They're trying to make me go to rehab. I tell them no. Cause what's the use if I'm gonna relapse? To let you know, no. Yeah. Who be the king of the microphone and kick them rhymes from the top of his dome? They be like, damn, that's explicit. How does he do it? I just step in the booth and I spit my fluid. Spit is so nasty, I flow like some sewage. Spit is so nasty, your mind I will ruin. I make it look easy, but I don't know what I'm doing. I just spit so much like it's tobacco I'm chewing. I need a canteen cup and quite a few bucks for some studio time so I can bump through the speakers on the back of your truck. I'm just a studio junkie, no good drunkie, trying to make some music to make the whole world bump me. Wouldn't that be lovely? Waiting at a red light, have your mama jumping, woofers in the back, knocking and rumbling. Bob your head to the sound of the Magic Man sound bring. How you like me now? Your mama love my style. She's like, Lord, oh Lord, who's that child? I hear him knocking in my trunk like, let me out.
Boy, I'm grinding, bitch, I'm shining, wanna swag it like me. Surf the crowd, rock the show, stay humble like me. With the squad, blowing drinks, sipping quarter of that lean. And banging that Wu-Tang, bitch, I'm up on my cream. I'ma do this for my daughter and my ninja passed away. I'ma do this for my ninja that just got locked away. I'ma do this for my father, still trapped in the cage. Here we go, hit the drone, now rock the show. My ninja's really grinding, semi-elect for that sauce. Boy, I got the rock, Iris, and double cross. Game like Fortnite and we play like a boss. Whip it, cooking
addict in the motherfucking booth, in the motherfucking booth. I'm a microphone addict, microphone addict in the motherfucking booth, in the motherfucking booth. I'm a microphone addict, microphone addict in the motherfucking booth.
Hey, mijo, ya levántate. Órale, tienes que ir a trabajar. ¿Qué no oyes la alarma? Ándale, ¿qué música ni qué música? A trabajar ahorita. Voy por el quinto.
Man, what was the inspiration behind that right there?
It started with that Cheech and Chong, you know, that Riachi Mai, you know, that Mama talking to me. It went on from there. We're just, you know, fucking around in the studio and shit. Yeah.
Shit sometimes just comes, Tom.
Yeah,
just comes to you like,
yeah, what got my
like, you
yeah,
know?
what got my attention to this track, and I was like, yo, like I gotta rap my 16 was the Erica Badu sample.
Oh yeah.
That shit's
she's
sick.
all
Oh
good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what got my attention. Like, yo, like this is dope. Like, let me write some real quick. And he's like, really? I said, yeah. Let me just write some real quick. We laced it down. I gave him a high five. I was out the door, and the rest is history. You know what I mean?
Man, that's dope.
So it's cool. You know what I mean? We got another song. We got a couple more songs. We're working on some new ones. You know what I mean? As the show goes on, I'll be able to show you more songs.
Yeah, we
that I
could. Yeah,
have
we
and
can play
shit.
another one in a bit.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna ask you this because you know what? I have a friend. He's always on here, and he always asks this question. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask it before he comes on. So, if you got dropped on a deserted island, right?
Yeah.
You have all the food, you have everything.
Yeah.
All right. You ain't got no music.
Okay.
But you can only choose one album to have on that deserted island. What would that be?
To me, bro.
Because remember, you're gonna have to live with it forever,
Yeah.
and that's your only music you're gonna have.
It would have to be. It would have to be, bro. Like to be real with you, it would have to be like some Biggie, some Pac, or mostly, bro, mostly Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers.
All right.
That's the shit I
Okay.
like. Some Wu-Tang Clan. That's the shit I like. You know what I mean? This Pac and Biggie, they're dope and everything. But as a hip hop, like rugged with it, I like Wu-Tang. They've been out through centuries. A lot of this young folks crowd, they're starting to embrace it. They wear their shirts and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's dope. You know what I mean? Like I grew up kind of listening to Black Moon, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, you know, Black Star, Common, all that East Coast shit, because I was being open-minded. You know what I mean? At the time, I was taking trips out there to go to the East Coast to go with some family members, and I was just being open-minded. And I would bring it back to the West Coast, and I'd be like, yo, like, I could pretty much make some cool rap music, but it has to have a backbone to it. So when I start rapping, a lot of my ninjas were like, yo, rap about how we do this. And I'm like, bro, hold on, bro.
Yeah. Man, so who would you want to perform with, dead or alive, if you had one
Oh,
that you can choose?
that's fucking be Eminem, bro.
Eminem. Huh?
Eminem's dope, bro. Hey, if a lot of people go back into like Chronic 2001,
Yeah,
that movie, bro. This dope ass white boy gather up the whole concert. He gather up everybody's theme, how they were gonna do their shit. You know what I mean? Exhibit had his own thing with flammable parts. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just different things, being creative. And I think that's whenever like hip hop started embracing most of it. Whenever it was Eminem, he signed 50 Cent. A lot of people don't really want to analyze that, but that's what everybody was like, okay, cool. Like we're cool. Fuck the West Coast and East Coast beef. We're gonna embrace this shit. And that's whenever everybody started noticing it, like, yo, you could beef with anybody then. It doesn't have to be from the other side.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah.
So what do you want, if there's something that you want these people to know about you, what would it be?
Man, I'm just here to fucking rock the party, and I want to be that person that when you walk into the place, you're gonna leave your bullshit aside, because everybody deals with bullshit in our life. Everybody deals with anything, gas prices, bills, whatever it is, whatever fucking fucks you with your rhythm. Just when you come to see my show, like, okay, cool, because people when they show up to a place, because they're leaving their shit behind. They're bullshit. They're there to have a good time. So I want to be able to fucking rock the show and let you know what? I love you too. Don't even trip. Things are gonna get better. You know what I mean? Things can't get worse. You know what I mean? Or like people say worser or whatever. But they can't, bro. It can only go on. It can only go on up from here. So whenever you, that's what I like to let people know. You know what I mean? That I'm here to fucking do the show, rock the show, have a good time. You know? And I want to get to that point where I'm able to perform with a DJ and a live band. I think it's dope. As an artist, when you perform with a live band, people are like giving you high fives from everywhere. I think it's dope performing with a live band. It's dope.
Yeah, no, it would be sick. Live, something live, it always makes a difference.
You know who you should probably talk with?
Who?
El Tiempo.
El Tiempo?
Ill. Yeah,
El Tiempo? El Tiempo?
Il Tiempo. So, in other words, ill.
Ill time?
Like sick, you know? The word sick. Yeah.
Sick mind.
Yeah,
sick
Il
time,
Tiempo.
whatever.
Yeah, sick time, basically. Yeah.
He's an artist.
Well, that's a band from Baco, and they actually one of my friends actually DJ Those Muchos is actually he cuts it up in some of their tracks, you know, some of their songs.
Yeah.
So it's and that's something that he just started. So that could be something that could completely maybe, you know.
You know what, bro? I've only done it one time.
You know? Was
at a 420 party, and they had a couple of cool ass white boys. They were rocking. Now they were doing some reggae, and I was like, you know what, y'all? I was like, let's do something. I was high as fuck, bro. So this is when you high, bro. You blend in with anybody. Yeah. So I was chopping it up with them, and I was like, how about you guys go on stage before you guys roll up and leave, and just kick a song, bro. Kick one of your beats, something you wrote, but just double up or triple up the hook, and let me spit a couple of bars and freestyle. So we did that shit, and people started coming around, you know what I mean? And later on, by the end of the night, they were asking me, is he part of your group? I was trying to pull some Limp Bizkit shit that night.
Oh, man. Wow. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Nick V, Eric V, the Baker Boys up in the spot, and we getting blue right now.
Yes, the Blue Zone is on and popping. DJ EVP holding it down one time. Of course, it's Eric V, Nick V, also known as the Baker Boys up in your back.
EVP, every vagina plays.
What?
That's what EVP stands for.
Damn, Nick. No, Nick, that is not what it stands for, man. Come on, Nick. But so I say we listen to another one. What do you think?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, what are we gonna listen to?
Can I get a glimpse at your screen real quick?
Okay.
All right, so what are we gonna listen to? You want to introduce this track?
Which one is called the beginning?
Yeah, this track's called The Beginning. From the beginning.
All right, let's listen up.
I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down my side from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning. I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down my side from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning.
From the beginning of time, when he wrote his first rhyme, his buddy banging on the desk in school, trying to kill time. See, that's the school of hard knocks. I graduated with stripes. You might as well put down the mic if your rhymes ain't tight. See, I spit flows to make you shiver, give you chills down your spine. So jug a 40 to deliver. Let me grab a hold of your mind. I'm from the city of the lost, where the homies mentally blind, falling victim to the streets, running licks for the crime. But now it's all about the paper. Keep your mind on your grind. My boy, I'm sick like the swine. At the peak of my prime, these haters ain't even on my levels, like trying to reach for the sky.
I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down myself from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning. I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down myself from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning.
Mom raised me by Section 8. Broke home, now full of hate. Hustle crumbs off your plate. Hang around with crazy thugs with them guns and them holsters. Flow like I'm supposed to. Run in these bars that can't be measured. Feel the agony, can you take the pressure? All this mumble rap stretcher. Cypher nights, can you feel the lecture? Got more bars than Pelican Bay. I love the West Coast, here's where I stay. Nautic, my boy, and you saw for display.
My ninjas blowing that loud. My hood loving that sound. You haters yearning that cloud. Swagged out, we splurting. Now really go for the clowns. I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down myself from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning. I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down myself from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning.
What would you do if you had to take a little trip back in the days and that's my gun? How many murders he had to take? A plethora, don't know what it means, that means a lot. A lot of motherfuckers just got shot for playing the part stick in the hood. Consequences, reminiscing, but you never know who'll be missing, but you always know who'll be dissing, but you always roll, who'll be listening. All my hoes, enemies, my trigger squeeze, bodies dropping, shit be popping, and I never see this shit be stopping. 360 deep in a coffin.
When that beat drop or that pencil slap, still keep it real from way back. Still serve the block, that straight crack, that dope lyrics that make you wanna press play back. Still a boss dog to these fake cats, we don't mumble rap, that straight whack. Give it homie the clown, don't play that. All the homies around me stay strapped to the haters that want no static. We get that money, that's automatic. Still pulling hoes like magic, still bring the fire like matches.
I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down myself from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning. I've been true to this game from the beginning. All these hoes know my name from the beginning. I've been holding down myself from the beginning. All these haters know I rap from the beginning.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You hitting it.
Yeah,
man. Big shout out to Tito out there in the 805. You tuning in. I see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Big shout out to the library. Always putting it down. And I want to shout out to my friends over at Primetime Barbecue. Remember to go visit them, man, for the best barbecue. No joke. You guys need it. If you haven't heard of it, you guys need to look it up. Primetime Barbecue, downtown Bakersfield.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, we always talk about food up in here, man.
Yeah, that's just fine, bro.
So we're gonna talk about food.
Matter of fact, shout out to my ninja Kid Heat. He takes me to the greatest places. Man, bro, fire. So every time I bounce with him, whatever we do, I come back chunky. Like I be, you know what I mean, chunky, bro. You know what I mean, full of weight. He taking me to nice places, and he a big tall dude. So he goes massively in the paint. You know what I mean. So I grub and I try to keep up with him. So I love eating. You know what I mean. For a while when I was a little bit younger, I had a little bit of problem eating and stuff like that because I'm a gunshot, and just having surgery and everything. I used to get acid reflux, just a bunch of things you have to deal with. And for me to be able to eat and be cool and be stable, and now getting the okay from the doctor for me to go to the gym and start getting my little pump on, it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like things happen for a reason, And sometimes you don't really know what you got or how wealthy you are or how blessed you are, bro. You know what I mean? But sometimes like we be tripping over a phone, we be tripping over a game or just anything, bro. When you really sit down, some people have it more fucked up than anybody else, and it takes time for you to depart yourself from your little cockiness circle and put yourself in that situation. Like, how would you do? Be like, damn, I'm straight, yo. Like, I'm doing Gucci. Like, there's nothing wrong with me, so I gotta continue stepping on. You know what I mean? So a lot of young cats that I meet, I tell them stuff like that. They be like, hey man, you know, I got the feds on me, and I'm like, look, bro, you know what I mean? Like, go to court, talk to them, like, try to work something out. Like, I understand, like, everybody's like, oh, they're gonna give me lock, bro. They're only gonna get you worse the longer you stay out. You know what I mean? The longer you're on about. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody in Kern County. You know what I mean? Wasco in the house. Everybody out there at Bakersfield, everywhere. You know what I mean? There's a lot of talent here, bro. There's so much fucking talent here in Bakersfield.
No, you
Just
know what?
Bakersfield.
No, that's something that was always asked to me because, you know, I came out here 3 years ago and conquering it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Hell yeah.
you know what? I got to throw that in there, man, because, you know, I gotten a lot of love. Of course, you got people that, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? 99% of them, hey, it's all good out here, man. And there is major talent out here. You'd be surprised, man. And like you said, you know, the people that don't know, there's a lot of talent.
There's so much talent, bro. Like, I met a couple of cats. Like, I'm hitting up cats left and right. And everybody in Bakersfield, for some reason, what are you going to do for me? And I was like, come on, Bubba. There's a reason why there's a lot of alley rappers becoming big and why everybody's uniting, bro. Because they're over that shit. What can you do for me? Like, we live in a world sometimes, man, where you can't really do something unless you expect something. And it's not supposed to be like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you know, like I holler at people, be like, yo, let's make a track. You know what I mean? But I gotta keep up with these bills. So by any means, you can take some of my fan base. I'll share all your shit. You know what I mean? We help each other, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? But there is a lot of talent in Bakersfield, and cats just need to understand. You know what? Fuck the bullshit aside. If you have a problem with somebody, just catch that fade. It is what it is. Just go into the corner, smoke a blunt, chop it up. Life goes on, and fucking. I mean, you'd be surprised, bro. There's a lot of artists, man, that beef that first, and you know, in hip hop history, and they become friends, and they do some. Look at Nas and Jay-Z. They're
That's
beef,
true,
yeah. You know what I mean? Just different cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely.
But other than that, man, like I said, man, again, one more time, man, I'm real thankful, man, for having me in.
Oh, yeah.
It's dope. You know what I mean? Because you mainly are all over LA, which is dope. Because if you open up your eyes, man, everybody trying to come to Cali. I've been to a couple of places, different states, with my homie, my ninja K Heat, and it's like, people want to know what's up with Cali. Well, like, what's cracking with Cali? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? And if people don't really realize, we live in Bakersfield, and it's only like an hour or 47 minutes, maybe less, more, a little bit more than that, to get to LA.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so much talent out there that if you take your talent out there, book yourself a show somewhere, little corner, a little hole in the corner, bro, like a little barbecue joint. You'd be surprised how many people are all over Hollywood. A lot of celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of celebrities, bro. A lot of celebrities. And as long as you can't, not everybody's gonna tell you, yeah.
Yep.
All you gotta be
absolutely.
like, you know what, man? Thank you, though. That's
Yep.
what it matters. You know what I mean? That's what it counts. Like, as long as you try. You know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot of my homies trip out because the way I am, because I talk to everybody. You know what I mean? But there was a situation where I was a little bit young. I lived in the streets for a couple of months. And all these people that you actually see in the streets that you'd be like, oh, they're bums or whoop-de-whoop. I met a lot of cats, man, that actually had everything in life. Either they were doctors and stuff like that. And they were doctors, bro. And now it's like mainly like they lost everything over like a wife cheating or over anything that happened, and they let themselves go. But not everybody out there, they're fucked up. A lot of those cats are cool as fuck. You know what I mean? So to be real with you, like, I'm really blessed, especially still be alive and still be able to make music. And whether people like it or not, there's another thing they gotta hear. We live in one of the greatest countries. You know what I mean? Everybody wanna be like us.
Oh yeah.
Everybody want to be like us, bro. I got my ninja Mike Storm. He out there across seas, and he's doing shows out there. You know what I mean? Because they love the American flavor. They want to know what the fuck's up with us, bro. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of our music, a lot of the shit that we come out before we show it to our people, we show it in Japan and other countries before we bring it out here, before investors go broke. You know what I mean? They cut their ties before it gets transferred or whatever it is, movies, merchandise, clothing brand, whatever. You know what I mean? And I just think we live in the greatest country where you can make something out of yourself. Either you're a designer, if you want to design yourself some clothes, keep on pushing. Do not give up. You make music, you make food, whatever you do, keep on pushing, Bubba. Do not give up. You haven't heard the last bell. It's not fucking fourth quarter, bro. It's overtime. You know what I mean? And what I mean by overtime is that, like, that's after your limit and you still want to continue playing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is there anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my Ninja Kid Heat, to my Ninja Murdoch. I want to give a shout out to a lot of cats in Wasco, cats in Shafter, Kern County, everywhere. You know what I mean? I got nothing but love for y'all. I know a lot of people, and you know what? Shout outs to everybody. Also, matter of fact, my Ninja Kid Heat got this app called Hopster, and what it really consists of, it's a good app, man. It's a good app, and it's a lot of people investing on certain things. And just doing certain things and
I'm pointing that over here at the
I
camera. Because my camera's right here.
Oh, okay. So
you
yeah,
can see
bro.
me up there.
Like I want to give a shout out to my Ninja Kid Heat. I want to give, man, bro. There's a lot of people, bro. You know what I mean?
I know.
KJ,
and if you miss somebody,
to top it
you're gonna be in
off, bro,
trouble.
Yeah,
man.
you know what, Bubba? Hey, you know what? Check this out.
You should
bro.
have said, you know what? Big shout out to all my.
When I touched down here, bro, like I told you, I met this cat, Zephaniah Matthews, bro. I met him. I bought a mixtape off of him. We clicked on. He was like, bro, you're not from here, huh? And I was like, why? Because at the time, the Mexicans were politicking with the blacks out here.
Right.
And I was like, nah, Bubba. Like, I'm from the city. He was like, cool, whatever. We started fucking with each other, making music. And I was making some good-ass music because he already had a movement out here. You know what I mean? So he passed away, and you know, I try to stay in contact with a couple of artists from the mixtape, which is kind of hard because people start doing different things. They limit themselves sometimes. You know what I mean? Like a lot of cats that have a lot of talent, they give up sometimes. And I think, like, even if you was to take a break for a year, bro, come back to that bitch. You know what I mean? Come back, clock in, try it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that little break you took made you more mature, whatever it is, bro. You just can't really limit yourself. You know what I mean? And like I tell a lot of people, I'm like, we live in the times where you can make something cracking, especially networking. They made it easier for people to make money now, networking, bro. The easiest way. You know what I mean? Later on, don't be surprised. A lot of these stores are closed and they're just gonna do shit out of warehouses, delivery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Times change, and it's just you gotta embrace it, bro. You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
Hey, you know what? That's a good thing that you can keep up a
conversation.
Yeah, that you can keep. Yeah, because
hey, Robbie, having cats just stuck like yo, like
well,
damn.
think about this. Think about this. You know, say you're on this end. Look at it this way. How about if you have somebody that can't even answer your stuff, doesn't have no, because there is a lot of people.
Yeah.
There is people like that don't have
that charisma.
Yeah, they don't have the or the communication skills to talk.
Yeah, to be
able to get on the mic, to be able to, you know, some people freak out.
Some people
with the
have
camera.
Stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's the beauty of live, because you know what?
Shit happens.
It happens, and you know, it's just like the turntables. You know, the DJs sometimes mess up. They you know, sometimes they do.
Yeah.
It's a human.
It happens,
It's a
bro.
human
You
thing.
just gotta keep on.
But that's
keep
where
on
you know.
rolling.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep on going.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I want to give a big shout out to Twitch, to the Twitch mob out there. Always representing, man. Always showing the love. I can't see you guys on the chat. I don't know what's going on with it, but I can tell you guys are in there. Big shout out to Facebook. I accidentally turned you guys off last week. So big shout out. I see you, Louis Vasquez. Big shout out to you. Vicky Amalia, what's up? Tamara, what's going on? Shout out to the library. Elpidio Gonzalez, man, too. Also, big shout out to you for tuning in. And yeah, man, just drop a line there and we'll give you a shout out, man. We're here with Nautic Blanco in the building. You guys already hear him. You guys hear he's pumped, man. He's
They were
pumped.
like, damn, homie.
He could talk. That's
They're
for
like,
sure.
damn,
But that's a good thing.
He's running your show, bro.
You know what? I want that though.
That's
That's
what's up.
good. That's good.
That's what's up.
That's what I would expect of anybody that comes in here and talks, you know, and preaches and so what would be your advice for a young a young cat that's barely getting in the game, what would be your advice to them? In what would you tell them?
Depart yourself from everybody. Continue doing your music, but first, most of all, before anything, bro. Buy yourself good, good 4 albums, whatever it is. But it has to be before the 2 G's. You know what I mean? Can be Pac, can be Biggie, can be Eazy-E, can be Jay-Z, can be Memphis Blink, old school shit, can be Wu-Tang, can be Capadonna, it can be anything. Ice Cube, whatever. And study those things because that's when real hip hop was cracking. You know what I mean? And learn a swagger, learn their mentality, and then come into the game with like being young, being on top of game. Because a lot of the old school hip hop shows you how to give respect.
Yep.
Bottom line, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Bottom line. You know what I mean? You got cats online snitching on each other, showing guns and shit, doing videos. Like, come on, Bubba, what part of the game is that? You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? All these cats popping pills and shit. I would tell the youngster too, do not do drugs. If you do, blow some trees, drink a little bit of Hennessy, a little bit of whatever wine, a little bit of cigars, whatever, but don't really fucking get on that pills, Xannies, all that shit, bro. You're supposed to be a hustler. You're not supposed to do the drug. You know what I mean? You understand me, right?
Yep, I
yeah.
hear
So
you,
it's like,
yeah.
don't really get on that environment thinking you have to follow the crowd. Build your own cycle. Depart yourself, bro. We are the same type of humans and everything, but depart yourself. You can have a different swagger, different thing. And at the beginning, not everybody's gonna like your shit, Bubba. But you continue, you're only gonna get better. One thing I've learned, and when I was serving time, a lifer told me, dedication will pay off by any means. And the realness will stand out. If you were just doing this shit just for the buzz, it's not gonna crack up. If you were doing this shit out of your heart, you know what I mean? Doing it by yourself, putting songs together by yourself, doing this thing, motivating yourself, that makes you as a person. If you're gonna be the type of cat to motivate yourself only around a circle, but this ain't the game for you. Cause you might end up have to breaking up from that group and doing your own thing. You know what I mean? And surround yourself with people that really trying to make music. And there's nothing wrong with having homies, bro, working and doing music. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to go to the streets and gang bang to become an artist. No, bro. You know what I mean? Just make some cool, decent music. And a lot of the music, show it a lot to the older OGs and shit like that, older cats than you, so they can be like, okay, cool, you're in a good pattern or whatever. You know what I mean? Because all the youngsters are gonna follow what the older cats. You know what I mean? That's one thing I realized. So that's why I don't use that. That's another reason why I don't use the N word. I don't get down like that. I made a lot of my ninjas, and I've gone the okay by me saying that, and I'm like, nah, Bubba, like it's not me. You know what I mean? It's out of respect. Because when it really comes down to it, I've said with a lot of my ninjas, bro, you don't like that, huh? They be like, nah, bro. You know what I mean? We went through a lot of shit for that word, and for it just to be used as hip hop, that's an excuse. You know what I mean? But I do like making music. I do love rap music, and I embrace it. You know what I mean? Besides me working and doing my thing on the side, that's just my job. But this is my like my daily golfing. You dig? Like my daily golfing. Like my notepad is my fucking my fucking field for golfing. You dig? And I just create my game, and you know, as long as I keep points and go practicing, you know what I mean? Just like I tell people, people be like, oh man, Nadik, I be playing ball, but I can't shoot. Bro, stand on that basketball court hours every other day, bro. Dedicate yourself to something, and it will really pay off. And another thing, not everybody, bro, is gonna feel you. If they're not in the circle getting blessed like you are, they're not gonna. We live in a world, Bubba, where I'm sorry, they're not even gonna want the best for you unless they're doing good, and unless something's there to benefit them. We live in a fucked up world, bro, because it's changed so much. You know what I mean? And me as a parent, I have to step my game up from a different perspective too, to be able to teach my son. I want him to learn things from me, not from a weirdo. Because a weirdo ain't gonna give a fuck about your kids, you dig? You're the only one that really gives a fuck about your kids more than your parents or your brothers or anything, because that's you. That's you, bro. So, more anything said, to be real with you, just do you, Bubba. If you really want to make this music, do this music. Do it. Love it. Invest some money on it. Because for good music, you got to pay for quality. You know what I mean? And network with people. Yep. Network with people. Share your shit. Talk about shows, concerts, all that. Like book yourself into certain shows. And just keep yourself busy and maintain, bro. And that lap and that pattern. And even though sometimes you can't make it to certain shows, don't fucking be a punk, bro, and don't call. Just call the promoter. Yo, bro, I can't make it. Don't fuck up your bridges. because there's sometimes those certain bridges can really help y'all do something real dope.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I've been to a couple of shows where I can't make it, bro. And I could be like, oh, I'd be like, oh, well, fuck you. I'd be like, bro, you keep half of the money. Just give me half of the slot. Are you sure? Yeah, bro. Because I really want to do this show. But I know that's time you could have put into somebody else. So when you start doing little humble things like that, people notice that stuff. And they'll want to fuck with you more. You know what I mean? Yeah, so other than that, I'm blessed, bro.
No,
And
that's-
I'm smiling right now, even though my son's trying to get me on hyphy. But
No, he wants to jam. He's already.
yeah.
You know, big shout out to Santa Paula, man, out there in the 805.
Yup.
I see you, Tony. Big shout out to Jessica de la Garza. You know, tore it up last night. You know, they had a dope comedy downtown at Jerry's Pizza last night.
See,
Locust was there.
Lucas Luciano and
Terry,
shit like
yeah.
that.
T. Davis,
Oh, that's what's up.
Young Cali.
See, I'm in stat, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it was down in the basement. The comedians, man. Darlene Hernandez put on a great dope show.
That's what's up.
Big shout out to her. You know.
There's a lot of talent, bro. Comedians,
yeah.
painters, artists in Bakersfield.
Yep.
And I think it's dope. The more events I start seeing and people putting it together, it just motherfuckers just need to get along, Bubba.
Yeah.
They just need to get along, man, and they'll be like, fuck, like we're powerful as fuck.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Louis is asking, how do you know when it's not your thing?
You can't really know, bro. If you're gonna limit yourself, then that's how you'll find out. But if you're gonna be like, fuck it, it is what it is, I'm gonna continue pushing this rock, then that's you. You're gonna continue pushing. If all your whole squad, your whole pack, whatever wants to give up, or I got this, it's cool. You continue doing yourself, but you can't really.
Lollipop.
But you can't
There
really.
you go. See, look at that. Look at that.
But to be real with you, there's no such thing as saying, oh, I can't really say that, bro, because there's been times where I've been wanting to give up, like fuck it, which is cool, whatever. But then at the same time, I start hearing music and I'm like, man, I could write some tight shit to that. Or I could do this. Or I can holler at this person and be able to make a song with them and fucking collab or whatever. Just keep pushing, bro. You know what I mean? I think it all depends within the person. If you have motivation within you and you have an image, it's not such thing as being a dreamer. There's such thing as a dreamer and there's a dreamer catcher. You go get that shit, Bubba. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you know that you got to let it go is whenever you had the chance and you didn't really do nothing with it. That's when you let go of it. You know what I mean? But now the way today is, the way the marketing and everything, if I'm really gonna pursue this thing, I'm gonna find me an investor. I'm gonna find me somebody and make sure they're getting more of the portion than me, because they're giving me a hand, bro. A lot of artists get cocky, like, oh yeah, if I get an investor, I need this much. No, Bubba. If I wasn't without him, bro, you got the talent and everything, bro. But we live in a country where people need to invest on you so they can see you, promote yourself, get yourself out there. You know what I mean? But as far as knowing, like, whenever you're done, no, I can't really say that, bro. I've been shot, been stabbed. I just got in a plane crash a couple of years ago, and I should have been like, oh, yeah, like, I should just stop and just do this. No, you just continue doing my music by any means, you know what I mean? By any means. You know what I mean? He getting all hypey off that sugar, bro.
Hey, he just started.
Oh, I take him to the studio, bro. He was trying to get his bars. He's like, Dad, you think I can rap real quick? And I'd be like, all right, son, get yours. But like I said, he's little. He's watching me. I don't really drink around him or anything like that, or get crazy around him or anything like that, bro. I just have respect for my son, be able to explain to him what's going on, how things need to be done. And kids are smart, bro. So if you keep your kid busy on certain things, bro, then your kids should be Gucci. But if you give them that little space, they're gonna learn shit off some weirdo, bro, that doesn't really give a shit about them.
So let me ask you this: Are you a believer in stay in your lane, or is it okay for somebody to have multiple lanes?
I think it's it used to be stay in your lane. I think now it's time's changed. There's nothing wrong with jumping to the other lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should be able to blend in. You should call yourself a chameleon. Blend into any circumstance.
Yeah, that's how.
And I might sound cocky, but I'm a humble motherfucker, bro. I came from rock bottom, so you know what I mean? Came from milk bottom, from the bottom of the bottle, you know what I mean? And I believe, like, you can switch if you want to. And I think whenever you start switching is because you start learning, understanding that, like, okay, cool. As an artist, I could do trap music. I could do West Coast music. I could do East Coast music. You able to blend in. You know what I mean? And be able to understand that as an artist, you got to learn how to ride the beat. Don't let the beat ride you. You ride that beat. You break that beat down. Like when people cowboys get on those fucking bulls, you control that bull. You know what I mean? Don't let the bull ride you. You ride that bull. You dig?
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's just the way I see it. There's nothing wrong with blending in with the doing different. I used to be against rappers that sung, but now times change, and I embraced it because one of my good ninjas. One of my good ninjas, his name is K Heat. He sings and he raps, bro, and he does his shit dope. So I've learned how to be open minded. You know what I mean? And now I've listened to a lot of artists, and I think it's dope, bro. I just think it's dope. I just know for a fact you gotta rap about some real shit because there's motherfuckers that really live in what you're rapping. And whenever you come to the city, they're gonna see they're gonna want to know what's Gucci with you. You know what I mean? So if you humble and shit like that, you're gonna attract the crowd that like handles their shit. And there's nothing wrong. You don't have to be out on the streets doing the dirt work to be able to rap. There's no such thing as that. You know what I mean? Times change. So there's nothing wrong with switching up to the other lane. You know what I mean? Like if you're an artist and you I don't know where you did a dope ass trap album and I don't know where boom you want to do a fucking lovey dovey album. Fuck it. It is what it is. Do your thing, Bubba. You know what I mean? That's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
And I might be wrong, but that's just that.
Well,
that's
is
just how
there-
I feel.
Hey, opinions are opinions. There's no such thing as a
Yeah.
wrong answer.
I just believe that there's nothing wrong with being open minded.
There's no wrong answer here because, you know, everybody's gonna have. Some people are gonna say, no, you got to stick to your lane, and you know this is what it. Nah, you know what? If you have alternative, why not? That makes you more powerful than being just.
Then just limit yourself, limiting yourself
if,
on one
if
lane.
you're powerful on 3 or 4, hey, more power to you.
And it's like that's what
know
I
what I'm
used to
saying?
get, bro. When I moved from Compton to San Bernardino and stuff like that, and I was growing up, I used to get that a lot. You know what I mean? But my older cousins, just certain people that I knew, why you know what I mean? Like why you with them ninjas a lot? And why you doing this?
Mhm.
Because that made me, bro, as a person. Like time was changing at that time. You know what I mean? I got beat up by a couple of my ninjas, and I got tired of running. I was like, you know what I got to do to be cool with you guys? Catch that fade, cuz. So I was like, okay, whatever then. And now I ended up being cool with them. I still make music with them. I became part of their family. I learned the different perspective from a black family. And I learned how to embrace it. And I learned how to open up a lot of my homies' minds. Like, don't really judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Like, I've had bad experience with some of my people, like Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. I've had bad experience, you know what I mean? And surrounding myself by a lot of my ninjas, like, I haven't really had that bad experience, bro. I haven't. You know what I mean?
Got you.
And it's just, I just think sometimes, like, some people are made to, like you were saying, take different lanes. And some people are just meant to just limit themselves if they want to. But you can't be insecure. You got to be open-minded, bro, and give yourself a try. And if you fall, then get your ass up and fucking go back to whatever you were doing. But at least you give it a try.
Yep.
You don't want to be, like, hella old and be like, should have, could have, but didn't. You know what I mean?
Yep. Okay, so Jessica out there on Facebook is asking, what is your ultimate goal? How long do you give yourself to attain it?
Okay, my ultimate goal is to start up a label, do shows, rock music, make a lot of good music, start helping out a lot of young artists that really do have the talent but don't have the money or don't have the priorities to be able to live out here and make something out of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with okay, what I'm trying to do is handle my rap shit, start up a dope ass label with Moma Ninja, and eventually have enough money to be able to sign people. You know what I mean? But it doesn't have to be only Mexicans, blacks, white boys, Asians, whatever it is. You know what I mean? We come in all colors, bro. We all Americans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, like, that would be hella dope. You know what I mean? My daughter, I have a daughter, her name is Katiana, and she sings. And she be singing to some Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, and all that. She be getting down, and I pump her up, bro. I pump her up. To this day, whenever I see her, I be like, what up, Mom? Sing me a note. I don't get to see her that much, but whenever I get to see her, I'm like, Mama, sing me a note. I'll be like, don't be shy. This is the same daddy. Don't try to sugarcoat shit. Let's just keep it real.
Yep.
And my lady that I'm with right now, she trips out. She's like, why you talk to your daughter? I said, because you got to keep it real with your kids these days. You can't fake the funk, bro. You can't be like,
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
talk to me this certain way because I'm your dad. No, like, you got to be open. Times change, Bubba. You know what I mean? These kids have Facebooks. These kids have so much thing, bro. These kids have Facebooks and all that. Sit down, son. But yeah, bro, that's just the way I feel, bro. That's just the way I feel. You know what I mean? And I just believe that dude, you could do a lot of things with this music, bro. A lot. You can find sponsors. I met people that get paid to wear other people's shit. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm trying to build a network where a lot of entrepreneurs, they'll be able to do shit with other artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. Other than that, like,
I see you, Mikey. Hey, you're welcome, man. Always positive vibes here, man. And this guy's very humble. We got Nautic Blanco in the house.
yeah.
So, man, what can I say, man? You got good things. You got good things coming for you, man. You got to stay with that attitude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really, like I said again, bro, I appreciate you having me here. I know whenever I start posting it up, a lot of cats were like, yo, can you get me in there? And I'm like, I'll talk to the dude. He'll hit you up if he likes your music or whatever it is, or your momentum or whatever it is. You know, because you can smell, you can analyze somebody when you see them and you're like, okay, cool, this guy has this. Even though they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but when you're a little bit older, you can pretty much detect what's going on, the vibe. If he brings negative vibes or positive vibes, you know what I mean? You ain't trying to have nobody in here that's going to cause negative vibes and start tearing shit down.
there you go. So anybody that's out there that wants to hear, because you know what, we gave them enough for them to already give them a little tease of what you come with. So where can they go and hear your music? Where can they go find you?
Yeah.
So let them know.
I got a SoundCloud, Nautic, Nawtik. I got a YouTube, Nautic, Nawtik. You can search me. Add me up on Facebook, Nautic Blanco, and I'll send you to my Instagram. I just built me a new one. The other one got hacked. But yeah, I got some new shit coming up. I'm working on some new projects. I'm just trying to work with these cats, and I'm trying to work with the beat people that make my beats and studio time, because I got these cats. I got this cat named Chirac King from Chicago. To be able to call yourself king in Chicago, you gotta be somebody. You gotta be able to make moves. So this cat's hella humble, and I got a couple of cats from Fresno. I got a cat from Nashville. I got another cat from Miami. So they're trying to see what the fuck's up with California. So for me, it's easy for me to collab with them, and they're not even gonna charge me or anything like that. They check some of my music out. They like it. You know what I mean? They're just pretty much, okay, cool. Here's my email. Let's collab now. Let's get it popping. You know what I mean? Because once they got themselves a buzz out here, I'll be able to share their shit. They come out here, they would already have like a 1 foot printed. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a lot of music. I got way more music on SoundCloud. You can also go to Crime Gang. I got some music there. Shout out to my ninja Murdoch. You know what I mean? Shout out to my ninja Bryson. Shout out to the whole squad. You know what I mean? Again, shout out to my ninja K Heat. You know what I mean? And you know, there's only one way, and there's the ways to go up. You know what I mean? And just, you know what I mean? Just be humble, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be humble, not step on nobody's toes. And if I step on a certain platform where I'm gonna be given a chance, I'm the type of guy, bro, that I'm not trying to overwhelm my welcome, and I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I'm humble as fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, unless they're gonna be stepping on your toes.
Yeah, well,
then that's a different story, man.
Hey, you know what's
saying?
crazy, bro? I've made a lot of big ass dudes, which of course I'm a little dude, so I'll be like oh, they're bullies. You know what I mean? But I've had a lot of cats, bro, like not intimidated, just pretty much like in a different perspective, where they be like, fuck Nautic, whatever, whoopty whoop, fuck what he does. But then life goes on, bro, and they deal with shit, and I just leave it up like before this, like I'm gonna say it right now. I do go to church. There's nothing wrong with going to church, bro, and getting on your 2 hands and asking God for forgiveness. There's nothing wrong.
Absolutely not.
I go to church, bro, but I don't really focus on the people there at church, because they need God just like I do. So when I go to church, I listen to the preacher. I pray for myself. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. Even when I was locked up, I'll read my Bible. That does not make you a weak man. Understand one thing. It's having our priority by any means. Going to church doesn't mean you have to do everything perspective on the perfect no, Bubba. Because when, you know, like they say, when you pass away, it's going to be you and him, and that's it. All the materialistic shit is going to stay here. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, I ain't perfect. You know what I mean? I've had my ups and downs. I just can't really, like I said, I can't really limit myself. You know what I mean? And one thing that I love to end up doing eventually is help out the youth, bro. There's a lot of cats out there in the street, a lot of young kids, you know what I mean? I'm trying to build myself a little platform, not really just street music, not really just thugged out, whatever, but still be with the shit, but still be open-minded to this young crowd. That this rap music is not only the thing you could do. You go to school, handle your shit, get your money, handle it the right way. You know what I mean? Don't limit yourself. If you got a scholarship right now and you're trying to give it up for the music, don't, Bubba. Stick to the fucking scholarship, bro. Do your thing. You know what I mean? A lot of cats making music is only gonna be a vibe for a while, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna end up fading away, and only certain people that are actually doing it, they're gonna stick to it. You know what I mean? But for one thing, Bakersfield does have a lot of talent, a lot of motherfucking talent. Motherfuckers need to sit down, chop it up with each other. Whatever happened, that's the thing. Whatever happened in the past is the past, bro. We can't control the past. The only thing you can control is the future. That's it. How you gonna handle things?
Yep.
But that's one thing about me. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, y'all. On some real shit, my ninja. I've never burned bridges. I've always kept it cool with people. You know what I mean? If my life, if you were the type of person that like did me wrong or whatever, you know what? I love you, Bubba. More power to you. It is what it is. You were feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? My circle's is small now, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm rolling with a cool little squad, bro, of solid motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I'm real happy, bro. And thanks for having me here, man. I think it's dope.
Hey, thank you for coming through. And so let's close it off with whatever you want to close it off with. Tell them whatever you want. You know,
okay.
I'm gonna leave it to you right here.
Let them know something.
I'm not sure.
Okay, here.
Okay, see, but you compliment him because he's quiet and you're. So you.
He's like zoned out. He's
you know
like,
what?
wait a minute.
He's taking up all your time. That's
like,
what it is.
He's like, yo,
So,
wait a minute, Bubba. I was never part of this.
See, I get it though. You took all his words, so he doesn't have them anymore.
Nah, he's my ninja.
Every
bro.
time, you know, you said
Yeah.
everything for him, and so he's left with, oh shit, I don't know what to say no
what to
more
say.
because you just said it. So
I,
hey, we're all good, man. We're all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this, man. Fucking, we're human beings, yo. Just fucking be open-minded. If like I said it before, if you got a talent, bro, develop your talent. Don't limit yourself. Don't keep that talent here. Take that shit to LA. You know what I mean? And surround yourself with a lot of positive people that want to do shows, want to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? And don't limit yourself. I'm just hanging around with. Get yourself away from negative vibes, Bubba. That's for one thing. You know what I mean? And just handle your things from a different perspective by any means, bro. Doesn't matter. Oh, I got locked up, served a couple of years. Okay, cool. Then handle your shit. There's nothing wrong, bro, with you getting yourself a job, handling shit a different way. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm going to rebound from a job to another job, so I don't limit myself. Even though I make my music, you know what I mean? I tell Shorty, like, yo, like, check this out. Like, I like making my music, but my first priority is, like, my family and trying to handle whatever I got to do. But I'm still not going to let go of my music. That's like my golfing, you dig?
Oh, yeah.
Like I was telling you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm happy for you to have me in this show. And maybe once I start fucking kicking off shit and shit goes bananas out there and I start handling my shit the right way, you'll have me back again. You'll be in a
we'll
different
have you
platform.
back, man.
I really love you, bro.
When you're
and thanks, bro. That's some good shit, bro. What you brought me here and opened up doors. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're welcome,
when
man.
you hit me up, I posted my shit. A lot of cats are like, yo, how can I do this? I've been doing music for a while. And I'm like, okay, I'll let you know what's up.
Yeah, tell them to hit me up, and you know, they can hit me up through, you know, through Instagram or
Yeah.
you know, through Facebook, wherever they see, even on Mixcloud, because they can tune in. They'll be able to tune into this episode by this weekend.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to hear this whole show as many times as you want. You know, it'll be up there. So episode 78.
That's what's up, man.
Nautic Blanco.
7-8, baby.
So
shout out to the 661-805. All the way from the West Coast, all the way from the Bay, Sacramento, San Jose, everywhere, bro. We all united as one. Don't believe about that shit. They're trying to divide us, bro. We all together as one. Everybody want to know what the fuck's up with Cali, bro. So if you in Cali, man, you live in Gucci. Do not give up. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, whatever it is, bro. Do your music. Don't limit yourself. Nothing, bro. You know what I mean? You only live once. You only live once. But remember.
Absolutely.
But remember. Everybody you see on your way up, you're going to see them when you come down. So don't burn your bridges and just be humble. My ninja on some real shit. And like, again, shout out to the whole squad. You know what I mean? We're doing it right here real big in this show. And I got a lot of love for my ninja right here. And thank you for having me over, bro.
Hey, thank you for coming through. You know, God bless. And yeah, we'll see you again.
Yeah.
When you're gonna be having a show down here, we'll have you come in and even if it's for 10-15 minutes hey, to promote your show. Why not, bro?
That's what's up,
of course,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Doors are open. You know, like I said, Blue Zone show is
Blue Zone.
Yep, it's here to, you know, to help in any way possible that you know, if we can help by giving a little push to somebody and they make it, bro, you know what? They were on the show, you know, they came through and
another thing, bro, like I want to give it as a West Coast cat, R.I.P. Nipsey. You know what I mean? Cat had a lot to do with it. He had a lot to do with this rap music. I'm not really on his cloud. He's a dope ass artist. I analyzed him as an artist a long time ago since he came out with the Crenshaw mixtape and all that. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: cats need to stop sleeping on these artists from California. There's so much fucking talent, yo. You know what I mean? Don't make somebody big after they pass away, Bubba. You know what I mean? Be on their tip from the get-go. You know what I mean? Be on their tip from the get-go. Help them out. You know what I mean? As far as I know, before anything happened, one of my homie, kid, he put me on top of him on some shit that he was already doing documentaries and all that. And homeboy was smart, bro. But he was also an investor. You know what I mean? So that's another thing I say, man. If you got money, learn how to invest money. Learn how to bring out your brand. Whatever you're doing, fucking stay awaken and fucking be ready to go get that shit. You know what I mean? And don't limit yourself. Like, that's the only thing I gotta say. Don't limit yourself. You limit yourself, that's when you're like, okay, that's like old boy that asked me that question, how do you know whenever you, there's no such thing as that. If anybody wants to tell you, it's because they fucking made it. But even Michael Jackson and all these other artists, when they made it, they still kept going.
Absolutely.
You dig? So you can't really limit
that's
yourself.
right.
You can't really limit yourself. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, shit, God bless everybody.
Yes, sir.
Y'all take care of my ninjas, and hell yeah, the Blue Zone, baby.
That's right. Blue Zone Show episode 78. Nautic Blanco, thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah.
So everybody have a good night. This was episode, again, 78. You guys already know Blue Zone Show, Baco, man, Bakersfield.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Everybody have a good night.
DJ Quick, and you're checking out the Blue Zone Show with my homeboy, DJ EVP.
And we'll see you guys
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7
next
o'clock
week.
Thursday night. Coming to you live from Bakersfield, California, inside the basement of the Blue Zone Studios, where we showcase up-and-coming DJs, get the inside of where they began and how it all started, taking you in depth with all the DJs you know and love. We call this the Blue Zone Show, each and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. right here on Twitch. And here's your host, the one and only DJ EVP.